Hey everyone, welcome back. We are talking about something very important today, and joining us to tell us a little bit more about it is Professor Mark Ballawender from Delta College. Mark, it is good to see you and good to meet you. How are you this morning?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Yes, of course. So we are talking about a political forum happening at Delta College. In the Delta College Commons, the topic is post-Roe v. Wade and the implications from that Supreme Court decision in Michigan. We all know, we've all talked about it all summer. So Mark, first, for those who are not familiar with these forums, just tell us how it works and what it might look like when they show up.
So we do these forums in a deliberative dialogue format. So we've got our panel of experts sort of seated at the front of the room, and they address questions and speak to their expertise. But in between each of the segments, the participants themselves, they're seated at tables of up to 8 people, and the panelists will speak for about 10 or 15 minutes, and then after that, the tables themselves get 10 minutes to discuss the issues amongst their small groups.
Yeah.
Each of the tables has their own moderator, and so there's this really participatory element to it. It's not just sort of listening to experts.
Seems like a great chance for dialogue and conversation.
Yeah, that's the idea. With these really difficult, intractable political issues, it's really important for people to be able to talk to other citizens, sometimes hear from people who don't share their views, get confronted with other kinds of information. That's the goal of the panels.
Very good. So this topic that we're discussing is abortion rights, obviously. And why do you think, you said it's important to have this open dialogue, and why would that be? There's obviously a point to these forums.
Yeah, I mean, the goals of the forums aren't necessarily to change people's opinions on their issues, but you know, in the fall, voters are going to be voting on Proposal 3, the ballot initiative for reproductive freedom. And this lets them hear what some of the implications of the law going in different directions are, gives them some pragmatic and legal information about that, lets them ask questions about the law. So yeah, the goal I think is to become, you know, better informed citizens through participation in something like this.
Absolutely, yeah, and you're getting like real-time information in front of you rather than who knows what on the internet. That's what I like about it. So Mark, there will be a panel of experts like you mentioned. Can you just tell us a little bit who's on that panel?
So we've got political science professor Lisa Lorison from Delta College. She's going to talk about the constitutional context of the overturning of Roe v. Wade. We've got a sociology professor, Christina Miller-Beller from the college as well, that's going to talk about the impact of abortion laws on women. We have an medical doctor, Audrey Stryker. She's an OBGYN. She's going to be able to answer questions about how abortion laws affect medical practice and options for care for women. And then we have the Attorney General, Dana Nessel, who's going to be speaking about the state of the law in Michigan, the ballot proposal, and answering questions about that.
Very good. And if someone decides to attend, how can they necessarily participate? Does it go beyond at all just those table discussions?
So you can come to the college and participate at the tables. You'll be able to talk to other people about this with your moderator, and you'll also be able to ask questions of the panel. After their segments, they'll take questions from the tables. But if you can't come to the main campus, you can also come to the Downtown Midland Center, Delta College Downtown Midland Center, or Delta College's Downtown Saginaw Center. As well.
That's good options. Good to know. Anything else that people should know before attending? Do they have to register, or what's that look like?
No registrations required. You can just come. It's at 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. Might come a few minutes early so you can grab your table. It should be easy to find the spot for it. You don't have to register. It's not a debate. I mean, sometimes people are threatened, I think, coming to talk about a political issue like this with other people. It's a safe place to discuss that. You're going to have a moderator at your table. All sorts of views on the issue are welcome. We want people to hear opposing viewpoints. So yeah, people should feel welcome to come.
Very good. Thank you, Mark, for coming in this morning and telling us about this.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. And that political forum, of course, is post Roe v. Wade tomorrow starting at 7 at Delta College Commons. And of course, you can find more information by just going to our hot links section on our website, WNEM.com.